In this video, what I want to do is analyze why this horse is doing what he's doing and offer some solutions on how to fix it, or at the very least, prevent it. I think what we go over here will be helpful. All right, let's get started.
All right, typical deal. Girl wants to go on a trail ride out in the pasture. The horse is barn sour. He balks, does not want to go forward, then rears up, wheels around, and he's headed back to the barn. And I see this all the time. I get a jillion emails, people saying, my horse won't go. He won't go. Well, he's balking. That's why he won't go. And it's a sign of disrespect. He doesn't respect, your leadership. He doesn't respect your authority. He just wants his own way. He wants to go back to the barn. Does not want to go out there by himself. Now, this girl, here again, the horse gave her plenty of warning that he was going to do this. When a horse balks, refuses to go forward, they're either going to start backing up on their own, whether you want them to or not, or they're just going to rear. And this horse chose to rear. And that's a common deal. Now, pay attention to this horse's mouth and her hands as soon as the horse comes down. Here again, we've got a horse that doesn't know how to give to the rider's hands or does not know how to give to bit pressure. See his mouth open up right there? See him rooting his nose, trying to pull the reins out of her hands? All right, right there. So, all right, see him rooting his nose out? So he doesn't know how to give to the rider's hands or the bit. Here again, we're riding an untrained horse. And what needs to be done, number one, he needs to be suppled up. He needs to learn how to give to the rider's hands. She hasn't taken the time to teach him that. And number two, I would do what, as soon as he started balking, I would step off and do the change their mind technique. Either that or drastic measures technique. Make him change his mind and want to cooperate instead of trying to get his own way. And the other thing I want to point out, look how she's holding her feet away from the horse. That's a bad deal. Basically, if I was a girl, I'd take some lessons from an experienced trainer that was a good instructor, and let's use our body and our hands better, and let's teach our horse how to give. And that's really all that matters here. Now, even though you teach this horse to give, does it mean that's instantly gonna fix the barn sour? No, you're gonna have to let him know that being barn sour does not pay. You need to make being barn sour really, really uncomfortable and cooperating with you comfortable. So that's why we use the change their mind technique. That's the best way to step off. You're on the ground, you're relatively safe. You make that horse uncomfortable with the thoughts that are in his mind about being barn sour. And when he quits, gives it up, then you pet him and let him know that, hey, that's great, that's what I wanted.
Most people, they're dealing with these problems and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to fix it or how to prevent it. And on my website, I've got 2 training courses that I highly recommend a person get. One of them is titled Groom Saddle, Ride, and Fix Bad Behavior. And of course, the focus is on fixing the bad behavior. It covers everything. Just about every behavior problem under the sun. It doesn't matter if your horse is bucking or rearing or balking or kicking or biting or spooking. It covers how to fix all that stuff. And even if your horse isn't that bad yet, it's better to know how to nip it in the bud before it gets really bad. Because once behavior problems start, they never fix themselves. If anything, they get worse, not better. Because I know a lot of riders, they recognize things aren't quite right. Things are feeling kind of scary, and they're just hoping it'll go away. But it never does. It just gets worse. So this training course shows you how to deal with that kind of stuff. I really recommend it. The other training course, that I feel a person should have is titled Lope Slow with Complete Control. And the key words here are complete control. The Lope Slow part of it just comes in because when a lot of horses start to pick up a little bit of speed, they go from a trot into a lope, a lot of times they get uncontrollable, especially if that lope escalates into a gallop, then they become really uncontrollable. And so what this training course does, it shows you how to get control of the horse's head, neck, shoulders, rib cage, hindquarters, so that you can actually get him to do whatever you want him to do. And actually, just the act of training a horse goes a long way into building respect in that horse, getting him to respect you and be willing to do what you want him to do. And once you've got that training on him, I mean, it'll improve his stops, it'll improve his turns, it'll improve his lead departures, his side passing, speed control. I mean, just about everything that you need. And this course shows you exactly how to do it on not just one horse, but I think we use like 3 or 4 different horses in that course, each one with a different situation. And I think it could really help you, I highly recommend it. And I'll leave a link to both those training courses in the description box below the video. Click the link, go check them out. I think you'll like them.
I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and click that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you when I upload a new video. Leave your comments and questions in the comment section below the video. Oh, and don't forget to go to my website and get that free membership. It'll give you access to all kinds of good stuff. I mean, you'll learn a bunch. I'll have a link to it down below also. Okay, that's all for now. Take care.